Hey, what's up guys? My name is Rich Skipper and today I'm going to be bringing you a Dota 2 replay, a commentary. This is the character Enigma, and for those of you who do not know him, he is an intelligence hard support who can turn into a semi-core
30
later
seconds.
into the game. Basically, he's really known for his ultimate, which is Black Hole. One of the best AoE ultimate one of the best AoE ultimates in the game. Goes through BKB, Lincolns, everything. Basically, yeah, can shut down people. So basically, this is just a all-pick game, and he's actually one of my favorite characters to
Death,
play
death, 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 death,
in the entire
death.
game. He normally goes into the jungle. He's known as a jungler. So basically, what this skill does, demonic conversion, it converts a friendly or enemy creep into these little eidolon. They're called eidolons. And anyways, yeah. They get stronger and stronger as you level the skill up. And if they attack 6 times in a row, they duplicate and regen all their health. Anyways, so that's kind of fun. I'm playing with my friend. He's playing the Darkseer here. It's doing harassment on the Luna, because you know iron shells don't hurt that much. We have a Juggernaut mid. Don't know who this guy is. He has like the weirdest skill build I've ever seen. And then we have a Legion Commander facing a dual lane bot against a Shadow Shaman. And this is actually going to be a carry Venge. So yeah, gonna start off my jungling here really horribly. I don't know what I was doing. Already popped a clarity and lost it. And I really don't like. I think troll camps are actually really hard to do at the very early levels. Also, wolves are really hard because they can crit your eidolons and take them down in like one shot. So those are also pretty difficult to do. So I've already lost 1 pack of eidolons and I didn't kill any of them. I don't think I killed any trolls there. Anyways, so I'm just gonna go after the Satyr camp. One of my eidolons got blocked in there, unfortunately, and so he died. But yeah, basically if you're jungling here, what you want to do is you want to move out your eidolons. If once they get low, if you move them out, it'll draw the creep aggro to the nearest one after it, allowing you basically to let your eidolons duplicate. And yeah. So your eidolons will duplicate, so you get a little bigger of an army, and it's really important, especially like in the beginning levels, because you really don't have your eidolons don't do that much damage. So, yeah. Anyways, basically Enigma is generally picked. He can get up really fast items in the jungle, kind of like Shen.
Begins.
Anyways, so we fed first blood, unfortunately. I'm gonna take the small camp here. Uh, like, I'm not gonna be able to. I might have been able to pull it for Legion Commander, but he would have been like, "What the hell is going on here?" And I didn't want to put him through that. So yeah, wow. So basically, what I start off with as an Enigma, I generally go. If you buy Courier first, 3 Clarities and a Sage's Mask. That's your Sage's Mask is 1 ingredient to your Soul Ring, which is 100% a core item on this guy. Basically, it allows you to freely use demonic conversion, or nearly free. I really don't like range camps because like even if you pull them away, they'll still shoot your creeps, which is really annoying. And you only get a couple duplicate, but you know I still got 2 of them to duplicate out. So, and now they're gonna go ahead and go in there, and I'm gonna take on the Alpha Wolf camp. Yeah, basically jungling with this here is fairly easy, as so long as you just pick the right camps. I recommend you do not do centaur camps in the with level 1 conversions, or actually these wild wing rippers are also really hard to kill with level 1 conversions. Also, these troll camps are not exactly the easiest, so I'd recommend going for a satyr camp if you can.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Any like little satyr camp you can do, and actually I don't know, maybe you can do the you can actually probably do the centaur as long as you're careful, because your eidolons will get stunned for 5 seconds. So that's never good.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
And yeah, these ones are just really strong. Like these, they do a lot of damage to your eidolons. Like I already lost one right there. Yeah, I always like tend to, yeah, see, they just go down so quickly. It's like, great, fantastic, this sucks. Yeah, but I bring down the big one, and that's what matters.
Bottom is missing.
Jungle creeps actually give quite a bit of experience. If you look at the levels, yeah, there's level 5, level 5, level 5. These harpies are level 2 and 3. So basically they give just as much as, you know, the lane creeps. Actually, some of them give even more. Like the bigger creeps. Alpha wolves have like 5 levels on them, so you can get up levels pretty quickly in the jungle here. So I'm not sure what my EXP is. Yeah, so I'm sitting 4th on the for EXP. I'm actually like, so I'm behind the mids and my solo safe lane farmer. Yeah. Convert that and blow it up. There we go. Anyways, so this game generally Enigma will get an item called a mechanism, which is where is it?
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Right here. So here's your mechanism. This heals 250 health and gives +2 armor and an aura like around him. So generally he gets that up so you can fight really easily, but this game my friend said, as the Darkseer, he said he would get it, and I said okay, I'll trust you. And so he's gonna go ahead and get it up so I can get a fast blink dagger instead, which is right around the same price. So I should I think pro Enigma players have like 8 minutes or something. Usually, I think it's generally like around 8 minutes is a good timing for like mechanism and stuff. I get my blink at 10 minutes, and I don't consider that a bad time to get a blink dagger for a pub game, at least. Right here, our Juggernaut was like, yeah, man, let's go ahead and die. I was like, okay, sure, we can dive this. Like we have the healing ward up here. That's gonna heal a lot, and gonna Malefice him to break the thing. Unfortunately, a Juggernaut dies immediately, and I'm gonna use my black hole. A lot of people would say that's like, why did you waste a black hole? They're so valuable. In the beginning, like, they're not really that valuable. Like, you're not going to be team fighting 8 minutes into the game. So a lot of times you can just use it to like secure that kill there. Like if I didn't use that, Vengeful Spear would have just ran away probably. But I ended up getting 1 kill and 1 assist out of that and using the black hole. So in the early game, it's fine. Mid to late game though, definitely don't just use it on one hero. Maybe if you have a refresher orb, you can do it. And if you just really just need to destroy somebody, I think I do that once in the very late game. But yeah, so I'm saving up for my blink dagger now. Yeah, these Hellbear camps are never fun.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
Sorry. Anyways.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Actually, these satyr camps are actually like pretty nice. They're you have 2 level 4s in here. They don't give the most amount of gold, but they don't do like any damage to your eidolons, and that's like free duplicates for you. and that these are level 2, so you actually get like a decent amount of levels out of that. If you can actually find one of those camps, that'll get you up to like level 2
Radiant's
right
top
off the
tower
bat,
is being
and
attacked.
or if you can actually find a Hellbar camp, you can convert the level 4. Either of those work.
Tower is being attacked.
Anyways, I don't know why this Darkseer. I don't know why my friend has Tranquil Boots as Darkseer. Like, Darkseer, Tranquil Boots. I don't think I've ever seen Darkseer ever build Tranquil Boots, because you have freaking Surge, which is you can almost permanently run at max movement speed. And yeah, I don't know. I think you're better off just staying at brown boots the entire time. I think that's what a lot of players do with him when you play him, is just stay at brown boots. And that's what I do with Enigma. You don't really need any tranquil boots. You don't need jungling boots, which are technically tranquils. You don't need treads. You don't need really anything. Like, you have a fairly substantial mana supply here. You have 560 at level 8 because your int gain is ridiculously high. It's 3.4. I think that's like the second highest in the game. Or maybe it's like the third highest in the game. It's really high.
Fresh mate.
Come on, kill the alpha. Anyway, but the only reason, like, if you use it on that solo target and you actually do end up fighting like a little bit later, like it's an over 3-minute cooldown on your black hole, so you're not going to be using it for a while. But in this team, like, it's the only team fight ultimate that we have. Unfortunately, here's the weirdest skill build I've ever seen. He's gone max crit. Generally, you go Blade Fury. You max Blade Fury and then Healing Ward and just get like 1 or 2 points in Blade Dance if you want to. So I'm not really sure, but it's a pub game, so it's okay. Also, this PA, I don't know. I don't want to rag on our PA, but like, she was so underfarmed. Like, didn't get any farm this entire game, and then was like calling GGs and was like, yeah, GG. Like, bro, this is 35 minutes into the game. You don't even have a Battle Fury. Like, I think she had like a like a Morbid Mask and a Perseverance 35 minutes into the game. Like, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So we were trying to get a kill on these guys here. I was like, you know, if we can actually get the jump on them, like if I can blink in here. I think I revealed that I did have a blink dagger, and I think that what screwed me was that this creep saw me, like literally like just saw me, and so they're like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna back. And then there's an Invis Vengeful Spirit. I'm just gonna TP out of here. I'm gonna go defend bottom. I forgot that you can actually convert the catapults if you need to. That's actually that's guaranteed catapult kill. And yeah, this was like the stupidest moment I've ever done. Literally, Pudge walks up. He's not invis. He's not anything. He has absolutely nothing, and he just walks up and is just like, "Hey, what's up?" And yeah, kills me. I was like, no, that was really stupid of me. Yeah, I don't even know. I think my camera, I was like, there's nobody gonna come from behind me. So I'm like watching up here, not even checking my mini map, and it's like, oh, hi, Pudge. Hi.
Bottom tower under fire.
But that's okay. I'm still, where am I? There I am. I'm 1-1-1. Been involved in half our kills. So we're 4-9 right now. So, and Pudge he's been involved in 5 kills. So Flesh Heap, yeah, that's not good for us.
Under siege. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah. And then we feed another kill down here. Like, the only problem like this game is that we needed another support instead of PA. Like, PA was just like, I don't know what she was doing. She picked PA last after everything. We really just needed another support, and then went off lane with the Darkseer, and Darkseer should always solo the off lane. And so if we just had like another support to support the Legion Commander, I think that would have been good. And oh yeah, I forgot. So I actually catch 3 people in this black hole here. If you can get that off, if you can get Midnight Pulse off, it's not like amazing in the early game, but late game it's so good. It's really a late game skill. Basically, if you can get a black hole with them sitting in the Midnight Pulse, they're going to take 4% of their health as damage per second. And they're going to take the black hole damage, which isn't like really amazing, but it's still pretty good. I don't know, like a lot of, yeah, so she already likes it. She's like, GG, end it, man. But really, Juggernaut tries to go for a deny here, and I don't think you can deny in Blade Fury. So I'm not sure why PA is calling GG. Like, we have technically a better team than them, even though they have... Actually, I don't know. I think Luna is a... She did pretty good this game. Not the best farm, like not a pro Luna farm or anything, but good pub farm. Good enough for a pub. Like her build is really weird. I think you should. I think you normally max out Losing Beam and then Lunar Blessing, and then you have like 1 point in Moonglaive or something. And you max this last. I'm not entirely sure how that works though. Anyways, so we decided to pull an engagement here, and I'm gonna die. And it's kind of a even engagement. Actually, yeah, no, we actually won this engagement. Like they literally fought inside the Midnight Pulse here, and if you get them to fight inside the Midnight Pulse, that's really good, because they're just gonna be draining health, especially against Pudge, who has like a ton of health. If you can get him to fight in that, that's a good thing for you. And then our Jug starts talking crap. And then, like, yeah, like, look at his items. Like, he has a freaking... He went Vanguard first on a Juggernaut. What?
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Like, I know the suggested items aren't always correct on heroes, but Juggernaut, basically, all the items are correct. And nowhere on that list is a Vanguard. Because it's... never good on any hero except for Spectre sometimes and Bristleback occasionally. That's the only hero it's okay at. Sorry. Anyways, I gotta go back to like pushing out lanes and stuff, and Eidolons are really good at pushing out lanes. Like they dish out 47 damage and they have 5 armor, so that's way better than your creeps. It's way better than any of your range creeps would do. And siege creep. So they're really efficient at pushing out the lanes. If you just like, basically if you just convert them and then just tell them to attack, if you give them an attack order, they should be able to clear out that wave fairly easily. So now I'm like, yeah, you know, like we're just getting picked off. Hey, can we like start trying to do something? And I don't know, like I was trying to blink or something, and I was like, oh yeah, and then her being an idiot, like literally just walked into the she walked into the black hole. So I ended up getting a 5-man black hole off. That's always good. If I'd blinked in there, I probably could have gotten just the 4 normally, but it still went well instead of walking it. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't blink there. I didn't get hit or anything, so why I did that, nobody knows. But finally we're going to take the first tower of the game. 18 and a half minutes in. And yeah, right. I'm going for BKB now. So basically I can't get hexed by the Shadow Shaman. Dazzle's not going to be able to do anything against me. Vengeful Spirit can't stun me. Luna can only right click me. Eclipse definitely does not go through BKB. So they're really just screwed. Like if I can BKB in Black Hole, there's not really anything that can get me out. and Pudge likes to be in the nitty gritty too, so he's basically gonna get caught every time because his, sorry, actually,
Dire's bottom
Vengeful
tower is
Spirits
being
Nether
attacked.
Swap goes through BKB, I believe. I believe it goes through BKB.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
But basically the goal is just to get Legion Commander nice and fat, because if we can get her fat, she is among the hardest carries in the game. Like along with like Pudge and Silencer, she has an infinite amount of damage from duel. She can get an infinite amount of damage from duel. Just like Pudge can get an infinite amount of strength. I think it actually caps at like the Flesh Heap caps at 500, I believe. I could be wrong though, but
Radiant's
you're never
middle
ever gonna
tower
get
is taking damage.
500 on Flesh Heap. That's 500 kills in the entire game. That's never gonna happen ever. As well as like Silencer, who steals intelligence. He has an infinite amount of intelligence. But yeah, so the Legion Commander can carry really hard into the late game if she starts gets a bunch of duel victories. I don't think she's building her completely correctly. Like I was just being stupid here. I should have microed my Eidolons to I could be right-clicking the Dazzle right now. Like these actually do a ton of damage. Like I said, like 46 damage. I'm just gonna let Luna farm them up apparently. So we lose our Darkseer for nothing. And this comes like a really stupid engagement. I was just like, you know, we should back. We should really just back. And then Phantom Assassin is just like, just walks and takes Eclipse to the face. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
So he gets bitten, and you know, I'm just like, okay, I got hooked. Okay, well, I got hooked. 5-man black hole apparently. Look at that. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, they're actually really low, and if Jug had stayed alive, like he could have Omni Slashed in there, and he could have gotten like an ultra kill. But instead, he decided he wanted to be greedy and just go in solo and do something by himself, and we get 5-man wiped for that. Not sure what Darkseer is doing here. Like, if your team's dead, there's no reason for you to go in and die as well. There's absolutely no reason for him to go in there. He's not going to kill anybody. Maybe if he got like a vacuum wall, he could do something. But he's not going to get like an amazing wall where everybody gets replicated like twice. And I don't know. There's just no way in hell that he's going to get that shit. I'm really surprised they didn't push their advantage here, because we are down still, and they could have probably taken this tier 3. But they decided they didn't want to. And they still have Serpent Wards. Like, they could have gone up there, put down Serpent Wards, and taken that tier 3 tower. Instead, they're going to take a tier 2 bottom. And, yeah. So I'm just... At this point, if you're losing this badly, you should really be taking control. If you can, try and take control of the game if you know what you're doing. It will really help your team win. So I'm thinking I'm the most experienced, not the most experienced player, but I still know the game fairly well. At least in my mind, I think I know the game fairly well. And so now like Luna's dead, they're not going to be fighting. They have their number 1 heroes down. We can now spread out, farm. Do whatever we need to do, and I'm still confused to this. I'm still so confused on how they get out of here. Like, literally, we did not have any vision of them leaving the pit. Like, we literally, I don't know how we did not see them. Like, they just walked out right through here, and we somehow did not see them. I was standing like right here. They must have been like just out of sight range of us. And then Legion stood up here and threw something down there, and they just walked out scot-free with an Aegis. And I was like, well, that kind of sucks. Anyways, I believe they're still way ahead. Yeah, they're 5,000 experience and nearing 12,000 gold in the lead. So that's a ridiculous amount of experience going into the way, and experiencing gold going the way of the enemy team. Even though like your kills right now it's sitting 15 to 23, and I'm just like, you know, Legion Commander's just jungling. I guess that's okay. We have vision in our jungle, so we can see if they're coming, and then if they're coming through the river. But I think it's a better ward placement if we switch this out and put that over here somewhere, like so we can see the jungle entrances, because they're not going to be coming from over here. The creep wave will be spotting them. So if you're looking for like, this ward doesn't help you too much. Right there, that doesn't help you. But if it was here, now they can't approach you. If they approach you from here, you're going to be able to see them. If they approach you from here, you're going to see them. And then also like a laning ward like right here would have been good. So we can see them coming into our jungle from here. So basically you have all your entrances covered for your jungle. And that's not what if you're down and behind, like jungle is going to be a fairly safe farm. Should be safer farm for you, at least. I don't know. I think that's the way it should have been, but we just didn't really have like any wards coming up. And does Luna have a full BKB? No, she does not. She's 1,000 away from a BKB, from a full BKB. And I actually just got mine. I just went back to go and get it because Black Hole's up. And I got Eidolon's pushing out the top lane here. And I'm not sure where my team is running to. And we can see Dazzle on the bottom lane. And I guess I was just like, you know, we've won team fights. Like every time we fight as 5, where we win when we fight as 5. I think we have a better 5-manning lineup than them. Especially in pub games, Enigma's particularly good because a lot of people don't spread out. And your black hole is generally catches 3 to 4 people. If you can jungle him well, it's easy. Anyways, so we got a free duel there, and we gave a dominating streak over to the Legion Commander, which is always good. And I said I was just gonna TP back, and really, if you're down, like we knew we were still down quite a bit, and so you really just need to play passively and defensively. You know, they don't have a lineup to take high ground. You know, the only way that they're gonna get an initiation onto us is if Pudge lands a hook onto one of our guys and hooks him in, and then dismembers him, and he's gonna die. But really, we don't want to push. Like they have a ward here, so they can spot us going bottom here. Also, the creep wave's pushing in, so if we go here, they can run up here, around here, and kill us here. And I think I lost. No. All right, yeah. Here we go. We caught 3 people in the black hole there, and that's BKB'd up. Kind of want to. Yeah, I think I missed most of the fight there. But like I don't. Yeah. Here, I'll jump back 10 seconds or whatever. 30 seconds. Fast forward to 1. So basically, I threw down the they're fighting inside the Midnight Pulse, which hurts a lot. And so that's a 5-man black hole. Sorry, 4-man. Only Vengeful Spirit was left out of it, and there's no way. Maybe it doesn't go through BKB. Maybe Aghanim's goes through BKB. But again, like 4-man and that 4-man people caught inside that black hole and fighting inside the Midnight Pulse, like that's really gonna hurt. So gotta get that soul ring up. That soul ring going to good work. And a nice failed Midnight Pulse here. I was just like, you know, we should just not chase into their deep inside their base. Okay, they're gonna chase deep inside their base. Let's just take the tower. Whatever. Whatevers. You know, we took a team fight mid. Now we can push their mid tower. Probably could have gone top after after that fight, but we were already mid, so might as well take the mid
Dire's
tower.
middle tower is being attacked. Dire's structures are fortified.
Conversions.
Dire's
Eidolons are
middle
so good
tower
at pushing
taking damage.
too. Like since they duplicate, if you can get like 6 of them,
Dire's middle tower is
if
now
you get 6 of
by
them, that's a really good amount of damage coming onto a single tower. And we're just gonna back out here. We can see that they're all mid, and I think Jug and Legion go top to take the one tower there. And next on the list of items that I'm
Dire's
definitely
top
gonna get
tower is under
is
siege.
a refresher orb. So basically, I can do 2 black holes, and that's 8 seconds.
Dire's
8
top
second
tower is being
AOE
attacked.
disable onto the enemy team, so they're
Dire's
not going to
top
be able to
tower
do
is
anything for
destroyed.
8 seconds in a team fight, which is absolutely detrimental to a team even if just like 2 or 3 people got caught, as well as that refreshes my BKB charges. So right now I could actually do a 17-second BKB in a team fight. So more than enough time to launch off 2 black holes. The only problem is that it's really heavy on mana. It's really mana intensive, and I think that was one of the mistakes that I made. I thought I would have
Dire's
enough
bottom
mana
tower
to
is
do it,
being
and
attacked.
actually I did if I Soul Ring. And
Dire's bottom tower
I guess this is
under
why a
fire.
lot of pro players don't get more levels in their black hole, but at the same time, like, I don't know why they wouldn't, because you're not gonna have a refresher orb till that's gonna be after your blink dagger, after your BKB, after your soul ring. That's gonna be your 4th item on a support. Like, you're not gonna have that till the 45 minute mark. And even before that, you could go sheep stick, and then you have plenty of mana to do everything you need to do. Again, we're gonna take a bad engagement here, and one of our guys gets hooked. Like I said, like if you stay high ground, they're not gonna do anything against you. So we get 1 kill, and then I end up getting bit by Pudge and getting killed by the Serpent Wards. And then we kept trying to keep fighting, and our Darkseer he gets so close to killing him, and they're just gonna keep making replicates of themselves. How nice of them, isn't it wonderful? But we lose 3 for 1. Zeph, and that's for support Dazzle. So not really worth it at all. Bad engagement by us. Probably if you're defending high ground, probably not going to be good in a Pudge game. You're gonna in a pub game.
Radiant's bottom
You're
tower
going to do
under
what we
fire.
did there, and you're in a fight because you're like, oh wow, we got hooked. Need to go save Member. Let Member die. Member is going to die no matter what you do, unless you're really far ahead. And I still think we're still pretty behind. Yeah, we're 5,000 gold in the hole, and almost even on experience, but we're down 2,500 experience on the board. So like, if it was the other way around, I would say maybe do that. And we could take it if we had another item up. Actually, it doesn't matter because Jug is just like the most retarded build I've ever seen. If PM was more fun, we'd take that fight. If Legion Commander had another item, we could take that fight. But as it sat, I don't think that was definitely not a good fight to take. If he gets hooked, let him die. Just let him die. And then if they want to come high ground, so they got a hook down here, we fought them down here. If we just let him die, we lose one guy, right? We don't get that kill, but we only lose 1 guy, and then we defend high ground. And then if he needs to, this will happen in higher MMR rank games. You should have enough for buyback at this point in the game. You should definitely have enough for buyback. So basically, if they wanted to go high ground, he just buys. If they want to come and fight high ground, I black hole, he buys back, TP's in, and Omni slashes. Like, that's not a problem. So again, I get a 4-man black hole. I don't get a Midnight Pulse down, but like, there you go. That's a kill. That's 4 kills for nothing. Absolutely nothing. That was 4 kills for free. Even though it was a little late, we still got a black hole off and we won. It turned the fight and we win. Because without that, I think Luna popped BKB and Eclipse. No, she didn't pop Eclipse, but she could have popped Eclipse because I think she just popped BKB for that, which is kind of embarrassing. But now we can rush down mid again. Like top lane's pushing in, I believe bottom lane. Yeah, bottom lane's pushing in. You can generally tell by how many range creeps there are, which way the creep wave is going. It all depends on the range creeps. So now we can take high ground. We can take a tier 3 high ground, and he gets hooked, but that doesn't really matter. And gets bit by Pudge, but oh well. And Legion Commander's going in pretty hand. And wins another one. And actually, maybe we don't. Do we get this tower? We should get this tower. There we go.
Dire's middle tower is now but a memory. Dire's top tower is being attacked.
I don't really agree with Blade Mail and Leech Commander. I think it's kind of like a Faceless Void. You don't generally go for damage items. I mean, later you do, but the first items that you normally get are attack speed items to increase you get a Mask of Madness, you get a Maelstrom, and then you can go for like a crit. Like, so that way you have plenty of speed, of attack speed, because that's what you really want to do inside your Chronosphere. But I think inside of the duel, like, you're going to get all your damage from duels. I think if you went Armlet, AC, Mjolnir, like, that's a ton of attack speed. Like, Blink Dagger, Armlet, AC, Mjolnir, that's a ton of attack speed, and he's just going to win duels. Because, yeah, Moment of Courage also gives, like, a bunch. Is a really nice skill to have. And then afterwards, I think you could get, like, a stun. If you wanted to get, like, or you could go for a crit. You could get, yeah, if you went for, I don't know, if you went for, if you just went for Basher, or if you went for Abyssal Blade after that, or if you went Daedalus or MKB, I think that would be pretty cool on Legion Commander. But if you do player, I think you should just go initial items. Definitely go for attack speed. Mjolnir doesn't give a bad amount of damage. AC really improves your survivability as well. Also reduces their armor in a duel, which is really nice. And Armlet gives a good amount of damage, gives you some regen too, and a bunch of strength when you toggle it. So that's always good too. I don't know. I think that's just my opinion. I'm sure a lot of other people are just like, no, go full damage. And, you know, it's their opinions. We're all entitled to our opinions. So now, yeah, I think this is my first skilling mistake. I should not have gotten this 3rd level of Black Hole at 16. I think I probably should have waited on it and just gotten stats. Because as it sits, once I get my Refresher Orb, which I'm like 200 gold away from, if I go Black Hole, Refresher, then I refresh, I actually don't have enough mana for a 2nd Black Hole. Because Refresher is 325 and Black Hole is 450. So, yeah, unless I pop Soul Ring before it, I don't have enough mana to do it. And then Wild Pudge appears and dies immediately afterwards. I'm not entirely sure what he was doing there. He was kind of being stupid, and you know, I think we're kind of back to being even. Yeah, so look at that. Like, we were way down there, and look at it. We're right back up to the line of being even.
Dire's bottom tower
I'd even say we're actually in the lead, because there's no way they can take a team fight now. They have nothing that they can take a team fight with. Why the Shadow Shaman did not go more into shackles, I will never know.
Roshan and Radiant
Oh well.
are both about to find out what happens after you.
And then our least. Oh my gosh, you went for another crit. By the way, if you're PA, do not ever get another crit item. It overrides your ultimate, and you just crit for shit. Actually, sorry, it doesn't your ultimate overrides the crit, so you just get damage for no freaking reason. And I can't blink in, and I don't want to waste my black hole. I could, however, if I wanted to. But I think, like, here we go. Black. No, blink's on cooldown. Okay. I'm just going to waste it on the Luna. I ended up just wasting... Oh, and I got the FUD, I guess, too, so that's not bad. And I was like, oh, wait, I don't have enough mana. And I just black holed. I was like, oh, wait, I don't have enough mana. And, like, even use Soul Ring, I still don't have enough mana for that. Now I have enough mana for it, but my soul, if I Soul Ring again, then I have enough mana. And, yeah. Luna's pretty farmed right now. She's pretty scary. She got an MKB, Mad Style, BKB. That's no bueno. It's no bueno. Anyways, I don't think I have Soul Ring. There we go. I'm like, where? Okay, still don't have enough mana. Shit. Lordy. There we go. Alright, 3-man black hole. Boom. And like, look at that shutdown. Like, he's completely 100% shut down. And, you know, Pudge is talking crap about his team. Anyways, so that's kind of what's happened. Like, kind of like what happens when you play Enigma correctly and you land a lot of these big black holes onto people. Holy crap, weave. Jesus, man. Minus 29 armor. That's pretty freaking legit.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Legit, guys. And then this freaking Jug trying to fight through backdoor protection.
Tower is being attacked.
I guess Ghost Scepter makes a little bit of sense. Not really, though, because Eclipse will just eat him alive if that happens. And now I'm going to die here. I got swapped. Good swap. That's a dead hero. At this point, it doesn't really matter, though. We got mid-racks, and they didn't get anything. They didn't push their advantage when they wanted to. And they could have fought, if they fought around the black hole, like if they wanted to, like we cannot fight without my ultimate. Without Enigma's ultimate. Like, so generally if you draft an Enigma on your team, you really have to fight around the timing of the black hole. And if your other team's like, yeah, black hole's down, just fight. Like, crap. Because, like, you can't, it's really hard to fight because you're putting so much pressure onto the Enigma to land those big black hole, the big black holes. It sounds really dirty. But it just puts a ton of pressure onto the Enigma to get everything done on your team. But I'm still down, and they're just gonna push out. They're gonna push up mid and try, like I'm not sure. Then their supports back up, and then the Luna's just like, I'm gonna go do something over here, and Shadow Shaman's like, I'm gonna go do something over here. I'm gonna go place a ward, and now their entire team is split. Like, why? We got 2 over here. We got 1 over here. We got 1 over here. 2 over there. Those 2 are actually a party, so yeah. I finally upgrade my boots to boots of travel because I'm basically 6 slotted at this point, and I still do need the Soul Ring to get off 2 black holes at this point. And yeah, so kills are even, but we are technically way in the lead here. No Legion Commander. I think Legion Commander does die here, and terrible swap by the Vengeful Spirit. But it still works, I guess. If you're playing Vengeful Spirit, don't swap just for the shits and giggles of swapping. Like, swap for a reason. Swap to initiate. Yeah, you're gonna die, and this is exactly why Vengeful Spirit normally doesn't carry. I mean, I guess she does, but like, if she didn't swap, that's still a dead hero. All that is a waste of mana at that point. It's just a wasting mana. And they burned Eclipse. So why they're trying to fight here? Why are they gonna fight here?
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
Black hole is back up. We can fight without the Legion Commander because right now, like, Omni Slash wrecks their team inside of a black hole. I don't care if he has weird items. This still does 200 to 225 damage, and as well as can crit 35% of the jumps. So he does not have Scepter, unfortunately. I really don't know why. He has like a Basher and a Yasha. In a Vanguard, if he went normal items, he'd be so much stronger. to be able to do so much more than just sit and Omni Slash and maybe Blade Fury occasionally. But look at this Luna. Holy, like, she has a bunch of items. Probably should be 6 slotted by now. Yeah, probably should be 6 slotted. I think she's still like highest in the net worth. Yeah, she's way ahead in the net worth. I'm actually second too. This kind of proves what a good support can do. A good Enigma, like you just help the team out so much, and you win team fights. You're one of the biggest game changers. I think that's also one of the biggest like things if you really want to be able to turn the tide. Like pick a game changing hero. Don't pick like, oh, you know, I'm gonna pick Naga Siren. Like that's a huge game-changing hero, but nobody knows how to play Naga Siren because nobody can play. No, generally, people cannot play with her because she eats farm across the entire map, and nobody can create space for her to farm. Same with like Phantom Lancer, really hard. Like nobody creates space for him to farm, and it's really hard to play him in a pub game. Anyways, there we go. Nice vacuum. Right in there. I forgot to pop the BKB there, so I do die, and Luna just kind of eats me alive, but boom! Healing ward for the win. 5% max HP per second. That's double heart. Yeah. And I guess PA has something, I guess. And it's just like, you know, just go mid and rack some. Let's go mid and go. And I just call GG.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
I think, what are they going to do? They can't do anything. There's nothing. All 5 of them are dead. I don't think any of them have buyback. No, none of them have buyback. Nope, not a single one. That's why buyback is so important. Super OP ult. We all die to use it. Waits till we all die to use it. Well played, Enigma. He was kind of nice of him. I like being able, if I get commended at the end of games for playing that, for playing well and landing those. I think the only reason that we won, I don't want to like give myself like a really, like an ego trip, but like I eventually, like at the end of that game there, I literally like I think I told it like 20 minutes in to the game, I was just like, you know, like if you're losing that badly and you are legitimately a better player than the rest of your team, take charge of your team. Like make them understand. Like through that entire game, like through all the fights, I was talking to my team. Like, you know, we need to form up. No, stay high ground. Like if we go down there, we're gonna die. You know, because they're just gonna eat us alive. Pudge and Vengeful Spirit, they're just gonna eat us alive. So I think that was well played by our entire team. I'm glad they listened. A lot of times, if you play with people, they don't want to listen to you, and that's their problem. That's just something that you're gonna encounter. But if you try and talk and take charge of your team, and you actually know what you're talking about, and you're not just like, you know, let's go fight like 5v2, or 2v5, that's a terrible, horrible idea. Your team is gonna be like, yeah, you're an idiot. Let's not do that. And but you know, if it's a good idea, like I think we ended up staying high ground. Like we had to stay high ground for like 6 minutes until we actually like took 2 team fights and then finally got farm and right back into the game, and then we could finally fight outside of our base. We were confident enough to fight outside of our base. So, you know, just kind of do that stuff, and that'll help you increase your skill, I think, and get your commends, and you know, it's just good. So if you guys like the video, please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this.